virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race is mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I pay my dues. Study every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I've chased the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I've paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. I race in glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Burning and pixels collide. Steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Leadfoot TV, where the night won't end. Tires screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. Leadfoot TV. Engines in the dark, waiting to scream. Steel and thunder, born from a dream. Shadows tremble, the silence breaks. Power awakens, the ground will shake. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins, every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling and legends break through. Let foot TV feel the ground ignite, through the smoke and fire into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins, every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling and legends break through. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let foot TV, the fire never dies. Let foot TV feel the ground ignite, through the smoke and fire into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let foot TV, the fire never dies.
You talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. Heavy way for this, pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On the foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire is the throttle we trust. Rubbing doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every left for war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roared. Crew whine and drive, that's what it's for. From the sims to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On like foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts bound, hear the countdown scream. You're strapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On the foot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive.
Screens lit up, the grid's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. Qualifying goes up virtual light. On your way.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Golden Racing League at Texas and the Texas Truck Month 100, presented by Kids Deserve Dads on Leadfoot TV. My name is Chase, and here in Texas today we have current conditions. Temperature is 79 degrees. The track temperature for this race is sitting at about 86 degrees right now, with a humidity of 33.7%. Wind is out of the east at about 5 miles per hour, and we have clear skies, so it should be a wonderful evening. For our starting grid, we have in the front row, starting on the pole, the number 05 of James Van Hoosen. To his outside, it's going to be the 21 of Jared Murphy. Row 2 on the inside, it's going to be the 32 of Hunter Carlson. And to his outside, it's going to be the 53 of Marty Roberts. And row 3 on the inside, we've got David Warmuth and the number 8, Mitchell Wilson in the 46 to his outside. Row 4, we've got Jonathan M. Wade in the 10. And to his outside, we've got Colton Brenner in the 14. Row 5, we've got Devin Baker in the 1. And we've got Chris Golden in the 86 to his outside. Row 6 on the inside, we have Jeffrey Douglas in the 79. And to his outside, we've got Dagan Barnes in the 41. Row 7 on the inside, we've got Ryan Matthew Martin in the 09. To his outside, we got Wayne Cannon in the 29. Okay. And we are green for the Texas Truck Month 100. Out front, taking the early lead, you've got James Van Hoosen in the 05. Oh, we've got a wreck behind him. It looks like the 29 of Wayne Cannon gets into the wall. And maybe, I don't know if he collected anyone else. I'm gonna have to see if we can take a look back at that and see if, let's see this replay real quick. It's coming around the outside there. Oh, it's actually the Dagan Barnes in the 41. There's a little bit of help somewhere. Looks like maybe the 86 of Chris Golden was coming down, and the 41 kind of gave him a little bit of a nudge, trying to... Oh, no, it looks like 86 actually got a little bit loose, and then 41 got into the back of him, and unfortunately, it looks like 29 just got the receiving end of wrong place or wrong time. So that's kind of a sucky deal on that part, you know. Hopefully that doesn't end their day, and of course, again, we are under yellow from that. Let me see if I can get a current standings for you, and I'll let you know what it's at right now. I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. I am having some difficulties of my own, so bear with me. Looks like pace lights are out on the truck, so we will be green out of 4 the next time by. Everybody's getting stacked back up. I believe. Again, we're restarting with James Van Hoosen in the 05 still on the pole there. Murphy in the 21 to his outside. Looks like Carlson and Roberts behind that front row in your 3rd and 4th spots. And we are green again. Got them side by side behind with Van Hoosen taking the early lead again. Got Hunter Carlson there in 2nd. Trying to find his way around him. Carlson goes to his inside. Gets a bit of help behind him from behind, I believe. We have a leader change with Carlson taking the point in 1st, with Murphy following behind in 2nd, and Van Hoosen dropping to 3rd, but possibly not for long as he looks to the inside of Murphy on. It looks like he took that away from Murphy to move back into 2nd. Guys are all running pretty strong. There's not a whole bunch of side by side right now. Everybody's just kind of feeling their trucks out, kind of being patient, seeing what happens, kind of letting their trucks work themselves out. Your top 5 at the moment are Carlson in the 32, Van Hoosen in the 05, Murphy in the 21, Roberts in the 53, and Brenner in the 14 rounds out your top 5. It's like the 91 of Tracy Brown's currently running in the 10th position. I was trying to take a look back there. I thought I saw a truck kind of falling off pace, but I didn't quite get his number. Got this little bit of a battle here between the 69 of Tressler, the 41 of Dagan Barnes. Kind of a nice tight pack right there. Everybody's kind of just sticking together. Looks like 21 of Jared Murphy's moved into 2nd. Looking for the lead on the inside. He's got the nose on him. About half a car right back there. It's a good tight battle for the lead. Oh, we've got to spin 14 of Colton Brenner. Goes for a little bit of a wild ride. Comes to a stop down there on the inner circle. We got to take a look back at the replay. Looks like truck, can't see what number that is, but kind of came down into him and got him sideways, and he just went for a ride into the outside retaining wall and collected a couple other trucks afterwards, before finally coming to a stop at the bottom on the apron. We'll check out the in-truck cam. Oh, he got loose. Comes spinning around, collects a truck and another one, and eventually comes down to a stop at the inner retaining wall down at the bottom. Got Murphy currently in the lead, in the 21 after that yellow flu, followed by Hunter Carlson in the 32. And third, you got James Van Hoosen in the 05. Marty Roberts in the 53 is currently your fourth place sitter. Jeffrey Douglas in the 79 is rounding out your top five at the moment. I'm wondering, I do not see him, if maybe we can get a quick word with one of our earlier incidences. Maybe we can get in touch with Chris Golden from the 86. See how things are going. See if he's been able to recollect himself from that earlier incident. We may have a guest in the broadcasting booth here shortly. I just got word. Looks like lights are out on the pace truck, so we will be going green this time out of 4. You got Murphy, Carlson, Van Hoosen, Roberts, and Douglas, your top 5. Wade, Brown, Warmoth, Barnes, and Matthew Martin rounding out your top 10. There's been a couple accidents early on, so that's shaking things up a little bit. We'll see if And we are green. Got a side-by-side battle for second right now between Van Hoosen and Carlson for second. Murphy, Carlson, Van Hoosen, Robertson, Wade, still your top five. Got a battle between John M. Wade and Jeffrey Douglas for the fifth position. Looks like I might have a guest here in the broadcast booth. Looks like Wade and Douglas are still battling, along with Ryan Matthew Martin in the 09. Kind of a good battle going on there for that fifth and sixth position as well. These guys are starting to get some laps under them and starting to try to see if they can get some of them spots towards the front. I'm just gonna take a quick second here while we have the onboard camera of the 91 of Tracy Brown currently sitting in ninth. Just want to let you all know tonight's race is sponsored by Kids Deserve Dads, which is a non-profit organization that empowers other dads to overcome obstacles in life to be the best version of themselves so they can give fully to their kids, families, and their communities. You can go and learn more about Kids Deserve Dads at kidsdeservedads.org. And they also take donations to try to help out other families, dads. So if you have time, you can go and check them out. Again, that is kidsdeservedads.org. We are on lap 22 of 100 right now. Your current top five is Murphy, Carlson in second, Murphy in first, Carlson in second, Van Hoosen in third, Roberts in fourth, and Douglas in the 79 rounding out your top five. Got a couple of battles going on here through the field. The number 8 of David Warmuth currently sitting in 12th, battling for that 11th spot while also defending his spot from the, I believe that's going to be the 86 of Chris Golden. Yep. Currently sitting there in 12th. We're going to go to a very quick commercial break and we will be right back. Alrighty, welcome back to the Texas Truck Month 100. We are on lap 32 of 100. I have with me a couple of guests. We have Colton Brenner. Hopefully, I said that right. And and Kyle. So thank you guys for coming in.
Yeah, no problem, man. Glad to join in here. Sad that my race got ended early, but stuff happens. We'll get over it. We'll get through it. But glad to be up here with you. I know it's your first time, so I'm glad to jump in and help you out here. But welcome into the Golden Racing League here for your first time, and we got Kyle Dumas with us here tonight. Ran a little late, showed up here. So we got 3 announcers here. We'll take you through the race here up until the finish. As we see, we got some pit stops going on. Not sure what's happening. These trucks are going a little slow here. As we've seen earlier, Jared Murphy came down really slow. Looked like maybe he ran out of fuel. Wayne Tannen in the 29 there coming down pit road real slow. But we are on lap 34 of 100 here. And we got Abe in the 19 out in the lead here as the pit stops start. Tannen in second so far. Wilson is in third. Wade in fourth. And your top 5 rounding out is Chris Golden.
Abe continuing to lead him down as he's not yet going to make the pit stop in that 19 car. Carlson, I believe he's already made his pit stop, so he's going to be one that's in a good position to take this lead away. As yes, you can see he has pitted, so he will be one to take the lead. As Abe still needs to bring the 19 team. He needs to bring them back down. Van Hoosen looks like he'll be gaining a spot out of this as well. Looks like a lot of people will be getting a spot out of this one. As the 19 car just still going to cruise out in the Sweet Tarts number 19 truck as he continues to lead them down. He'll let I believe that was the 53 car by, and then as you can just slowly see in the background, everybody getting on the fresh rubber, catching that 19 team and the 19 car in general. So you'll be looking to see that 19 car make a pit stop here soon.
So, gentlemen, I would like to point out, while this is going on, that earlier, Jared Murphy in the 21, I believe it is, currently at the start of this race, was firmly sitting at the top of the standings with 793 points and 2 wins already on the season. 6 top 5s and 7 top 10s in the 7 starts he's had. He's been very consistent, but the pressure is building as the season moves on, with Hunter Carlson in the 32 currently sitting in second, is also sitting in second in points, trailing by 111 points. But despite him not being in victory lane yet, his consistency of 6 top 5s and 7 top 10s keeps him firmly in that race for that championship.
Yeah, for sure, Chase. I'll tell you what, Hunter Carlson here is one fast driver with the Golden Racing League. He is also a champion in the Truck Series, recent just crowned champion in the Truck Series with 4 Wide Motorsports. So we know he's definitely in the hunt for that championship to try and pull it away from Jared Murphy. But Murphy just, I'll tell you what, he's been showing up here every week. He's been fast. We still can't figure out what he's doing. He's doing a great job of it, I will say. But Hunter looking real good here tonight. As I know, with the Golden Chef Speed Shop, they spent a lot of laps setting up the setup for this week and just trying to put down some laps. As you see Hunter Carlson there in the 32 with the 45 coming past him. But take a look at Hunter Carlson's truck there. That is a Greg Biffle Eastern Technical Designs throwback right there. And the Eastern Technical Designs is for one of our very own producers, Tracy Brown. So I know he was really excited about this paint scheme tonight. But looking real fast here as he's got a good head start on the beginning of this race, as he's now taken back over the lead, lap 40 of 100 here.
Very strong truck in that 32 car. As it looks, as I'm watching, He looks to be just a little too tight, not exactly where he looks to be. As you can see on the timing and scoring board, the 09 looks to be gaining a little bit each and every lap. So that's definitely going to be something to keep an eye out as this race continues and as the tires start to wear once we get back into laps 15, 20 on the tires. Now battle for the fifth spot, Douglas and Warmouth. Douglas going to make quick work of the 8 car as he goes around the high side, high, wide, and hits him in that 79 car. Warmouth, he was one of the fast guys in the super late models not too long ago here at the Phoenix International Raceway. But now in the truck series, having to work a little bit harder for it. But he continues to put that 8 car still inside the top 10. P6 was 5th before Douglas, and still continuing to have a great run as Jeffrey Douglas in another throwback as he is looking to pull away, and he's looking to go catch the 53 of Roberts, who is just up the road about 1.5 back from that 53 car. As we are looking to be wrecking on the front stretch. That's a beautiful save. He keeps it in the bottom. We might stay green because of this. I believe we do.
Also, if I may point out, gentlemen, on that championship battle that we have going into this race, someone I haven't seen yet, correct me if I'm wrong, is Chase Miller, who sits in third. He only has 5 starts, but he also already has a win this season. Hopefully we can see him move up near the front and continue to build on that 3rd place standing.
The 09 truck looks to be, he's now taking the lead away from Hunter Carlson. So like I had said earlier, he was gaining on Carlson. He's now taking that lead away, and he looks to be he's going to look to try and run away with it here in the middle stages of the race, as he knows Hunter Carlson's fast. He knows what they have, what the 32 team has, so he knows he has to open as much of a gap up as possible before the next pit stop cycle and before anybody starts getting new rubber and more fuel in the back of the truck, because the fuel will also help with this cornering of these trucks. And more weight in the rear end, the better. So the 09 team trying everything they can to run away as they got lap traffic on the way. Good evasive maneuvers by that 09 team. So there's definitely going to be something to look out for. As you can see, Van Hoosen has as well gotten by Carlson. He's got his sights set on the 09 car, and he's reeling him in quick. We're going to have a battle for the lead here, and almost on the halfway point between Van Hoosen and Martin.
Yeah, Van Hoosen here in the 05 truck. Caterpillar on the side there tonight. Definitely making a run up to Martin there. And I do want to point out, these 2 drivers here had their first starts with us tonight in the Chris Golden Racing League. So these guys are making good work of their debut with the league here and on the broadcast with Leadfoot TV. But they still got Hunter Carlson back there, which we all know Hunter Carlson. He's sitting back in third, but he's one of those, he likes to ride out the race, save his equipment, let the guys in front burn up their tires, and come back through with the last late race passes and try and take that checkered flag. So he's going to be one to keep watch on with these newer drivers up front. But I will say right now, I mean, we see there the 09 in the new Ram truck brought to iRacing, brought back in here. It's definitely a nice truck, another manufacturer for these guys to choose from. So now we have a total of 4 manufacturers in the truck series. Looking real good out there for everybody at home, for the drivers themselves to see while they're out there racing. We also got Roberts in the 53 back there in 4th place, Douglas in 5th, Barnes in 6th, Warmouth in 7th, 8th is Chris Golden, 9th is Yogi Schleer, and in 10th is Abe in the 19.
I think we're gonna have a good battle. As you can see, only 0.2 back is Van Hoosen. They could be battling right now for that lead. As we look at Hunter Carlson, the 54, and the 79. Nope, that's the 53. It says 54 in the door though. As now here comes the 54 now to the bottom. He's gonna try and get around Hunter Carlson, make quick work of him. The 79 car, he's gonna try and follow through. As they're gonna have to try and leave the 32 of Hunter Carlson out to dry on the high side. As the 54 is 54 on the door, 53 on timing and scoring. He'll be clear to the third spot now. Douglas trying to get clear out of corner number 2 from Carlson. As he might, yes, he does. Down the back straight away, clear. Now goes Douglas. The fourth spot. He's going to try and go reel in the 54 car. Hunter Carlson looks to be just riding around in that Chevy Silverado. As now Douglas trying to go catch the 54 of Roberts. As he's going to shoot right to the rear bumper. Ford versus Chevy, a match you've seen all throughout time as it looks to be continuing here in the Golden Racing League. As Douglas trying everything he can to get to that 54 car as they continue to sit nose to tail down the back straight away. But it looks like the Chevy Power underneath the hood of that 54 car is going to pull him just away and give him a little bit of a breathing room as they come out of corner number 4 into lap 49. 51 to go.
I do want to say, Kyle, we are just under halfway to go here. We got a bunch of different drivers up front here. We see the drivers taking some different pit strategies here tonight. It's looking like a good race so far. We had a couple incidents early on, but everybody's kind of singled out right now, making moves as they can. This track is a tougher track than Kansas last week, but everybody's making work of it, and they're doing a great job so far. 47 laps to go. We got Chris Golden just passing David Warmuth. I do want to give a shout out though. Speaking of David Warmuth, he is a sponsor here tonight as he is giving $1 per entry of each driver here. So we had 23 cars start the race. So that'll be $23 going towards the Kids Deserve Dads, which we want to give them a huge welcome and a big thanks to them for jumping on board with the Chris Golden Racing League. They're an organization that's doing amazing things for fathers' right groups as well as dads that are in need. So we make sure to give them love, send out their name. I know Chris told us in the drivers' meeting that we did have Ryan Bittler sponsor some money towards this race for the Kids Deserve Dads. And I did also under Elite Track Designs, which is my paint shop that I do own, doing custom paint schemes for any iRacing cars, trucks, or any car that you race on iRacing. We also do a lot more. We do some Beam MP or Beam NG monster trucks for Monster Jam and everything. So feel free to reach out to us. Also, don't forget Hunter Carlson himself. He is the owner of Angry Chef Designs, and he has partnered with Chris Golden for the Golden Chef Speed Shop here with the Golden Racing League. So we got to make sure we give our sponsors and everybody a shout out here. And, you know, just doing an awesome thing here, putting on the league and the things that we do to try and help out any organization that is in need or does some amazing things. We love to get them out there and put their names out there.
Yes, and we definitely appreciate all of you for helping out, and definitely the Kids Deserve Dads organization. Something else I want to touch on here, if I may, Colton, since you unfortunately had a early end to your night. Going forward with these last half of the laps, how do you think that the track is going to shape up for these guys in these later laps? And who do you think is going to be contenders for the top 3 finishers tonight? Like, who do you potentially see as contenders for those top 3 spots?
Well, Chase, I will say, I mean, we got a bunch of different drivers changing up the front of the pack here. I mean, we see Van Hoosen and Martin. They're coming down pit road right now. We got Roberts and Douglas up there. Chris Golden up in the top 5 here. David Warmuth in 6th. You know, we talked about Hunter Carlson. He's sitting back in 8th right now, 1 lap down but these guys are going to have different pit strategies. I really don't think the track's going to change much, but these guys got to take careful caution, as this track will tear up the tires if you don't run the truck right. And you got to make sure you enter right. You got to get through the corner, and you got to exit just right, as we were dealing with a lot of tightness coming in, and we were getting loose off. And, these guys just really got to take care of the equipment and plan out their pit strategy the best they can to make it to the end here. But, I hate to say it. I hate to make the call, but, Murphy's 2 laps down right now, as we see everybody making pit stops. So everything's changing around here. But Hunter Carlson, he's been one fast truck here. He's been doing a great job. And I know I've seen him race with 4 Wide Motorsports in the trucks. He's put on one show over there, and he came out crowning the champion. So I'm going to call Carlson as my pick here tonight.
All right. How about you, Kyle? You got any thoughts or anything on who might be your pick for tonight? I know you came in a little late, but do you have anyone that you've been keeping your eye on?
I mean, Hunter Carlson, he's a good pick. He's always fast, always a strong trucking team. Each and every week he comes in. But like I like to say I'm a little different than everybody else. I picked the guys that you wouldn't normally pick it off of week 1, and so to me, Martin and Van Hoosen look like good picks to me. I know they still only first racing here, and they seem to be pushing a lot harder here in the early stages of the race. But they look like good picks to me. Like I saw on pit road as we entered pit road, Martin was in second down the backstretch, and then Van Hoosen end up pitting, and Martin passes him right before, like fully clear and everything, right before they go into the pit entry, and then they had to back it at 35 miles an hour. I don't remember. I think it's 45 here, and then they got to back it down to 45. That was an amazing move. So I'm gonna go with the 09 of Martin. I think he's got a good chance, but I can't argue with Hunter Carlson and Colton's pick. He's a fast team. He's got a fast truck. Yeah, so he's out there leading this race right now. So I think this could go either way with either my picks or Colton.
Fair enough. I am going to kind of throw in a little agreement on both of you guys. Van Hoosen, he's been quick. I think if he plays his cards just right, he'll be there contending for that win at the end. But like you guys are saying, I also could see, Carlson making it really difficult for anyone else to take that spot from him in first right now. But, like we always know in any of these races, anything can happen at any time. So, we're just going to have to keep watching how this race unfolds and see who's there at the end.
Yeah, I will say right now, one of the biggest things these guys got to realize is fast right now is not going to help you towards the end of the race. You're just going to burn up your equipment. You're going to have to make another pit stop. As I believe, if we can get Landon to throw up the latest driver details on Martin here, to see how many times he's already taken a pit stop. As we take a look, he's already taken 2 pit stops, so he might not have any tires left. He probably fueled up. So they definitely got to watch out for their tire wear and everything. Running the truck hard is not going to make it to the end. So these guys definitely got to play their strategy right here. And, while I have the mic here, Chase, I do want to ask you, it's your first night in the booth, man. How far you like it so far, coming in here? I know you were by yourself there for a little while, and Kyle showed up. I jumped in here. How you liking the booth so far?
It's awesome. Being in here is definitely I'm having a brain moment, but it's definitely a thrilling opportunity that I didn't want to turn down. Getting to hang out with you guys, and talk with you guys and watch all these talented drivers put on a great show. You know, there's probably, other than the driver's seat, which I have obviously just about like any of us, we all have previous experience with. Other than the seat in the vehicle, this is probably one of the best places to watch this all happen. And I couldn't be more happy with having the chance to jump in here and join you guys and call some races.
Well, I will say, I know from the Chris Golden Racing League ourselves, we do appreciate you joining on board, coming in as a new announcer. But hey, man, you'll get the hang of it. You'll get better with it every time you step into the booth. You're doing a great job so far. So I just want to point that out. And, we got 32 laps to go here. Hunter Carlson still out to a lead as he is pulled away from Van Hoosen in the 05. He is now 6.3 seconds ahead of second place. So Hunter Carlson looking real fast here. He's got a very comfortable lead as he could probably lay back and just save his equipment. He might be able to last till the end of the race. But I know we were on 27 lap pit stops for fuel. So he might have to come in for one more fuel stop, depending if there's any cautions here, and just take a quick splash of fuel to make it to the end of the race. As you see, we are now 30 laps to go, so that's only putting about 3-4 laps just under the finish of the race here. But I mean, hey, he's got quite a comfortable lead here to be able to come in and take that quick splash. He might be able to make it back out and keep that lead. As we see, we'll take a run through real quick. We got Carlson out in the lead, coming down with 29 laps to go. Van Hoosen in second, Matthew Martin in third, Douglas in fourth. In fifth, we have Roberts and Chris Golden in sixth. David Warmuth in the top 7, rounding out your lead lap field.
I cannot believe we only have 7 cars on the lead lap. That's just a testament to, anything happening. A lot of things can happen. One bad pit stop, one bad move, and just sometimes it's just the turn of events that makes it that way. And I did just see a moment ago that Carlson, I believe it was lap 52 that he pitted last. I know we were talking about that. Yes, lap 52 was his last pit, and he's led 21 laps so far, coming up on 22. And his fastest lap so far is a 30.331 at 173 miles per hour. So he's definitely showing that quickness.
Yeah, with that being said, I do want to just say for everybody at home, stay tuned with us. We'll be right back with you. We're going to take a short break before we get to the time to dig. So let's just take a quick break and we'll be right back with you. And we are back with you here with the Texas Truck Month 100 at the Golden Racing League. It is now 25 to go with Golden Racing. Time to dig here. Chris Golden in the 86 out there. That's what everybody knows. That's how everybody knows him. It is always the 25 to go. Time to dig. You can see there the 86 truck. And he's actually sporting the Kids Deserve Dad's logo there from the Angry Chef Designs paint scheme. Looking real good out there tonight, up to 5th place as he just came back running in the league. As we all know, he works in the oil field. He has been gone away from us for a little while here. He hasn't been able to race as he was working night shift, but he is back in full swing. Take a look at that. He is in your top 5 right now. But back out front, 24 laps to go. Hunter Carlson is out to almost a 7.5-second lead on second place here. We believe he's going to have to make one more pit stop as we only had 27 lap fuel stints. So we're going to have to see how the rest of the race pulls out here, but I have faith in him. I think he's got it, guys. What about you?
I think it's going to drop down to that questionable splash and go pit stop or whatever he needs to do, because if something goes wrong, Van Hoosen's right there, and so is Douglas. And I believe it could be any one of those 3. Heck, it could even be Matthew Martin sitting there in 4th, or we could just get a wild card throw in there and say Chris Golden in the 86. Maybe he'll be there. But Van Hoosen comes into the pits, and so does Carlson. We've got our leaders pitting right now.
Yeah, as you take a look there, we got our leaders coming down pit road, so they're making the early pit stop. They got 22 laps to go so far, so these guys obviously are making the right call here to take their gas now, while the other rest of the field is going more laps down as they're going to take their pit stops. But Carlson wins the race off of pit road ahead of the rest of them, but he's still in second, so he's still got it here. Oh, Chris Golden just passes him for second place. So Carlson is now 1 lap down in 3rd place. As I see our ticker's a little weird here as it's showing Carlson a lap down and Warmuth was behind him, but that's all situated now. We got him back up there. Douglas is your leader right now. Golden is up to 2nd, Warmuth in 3rd, and the rest of your field goes laps down here, but they're going to be able to get it back with these other guys having to take their last pit stop for a splash of fuel.
Yep, as Douglas continuing. I believe this is his first look at the lead tonight, as he had a very fast car. As it does appear to be his first look at the lead, or maybe the first one, which was just very short-lived. But he does have a very fast car, very fast team. As him and the 05 of Van Hoosen were battling for a little bit. Him and he had gotten around one of the cars at one point. I believe it was Van Hoosen before the pit cycle. He had gotten around them to take the 5th, I believe it was at the time, the 4th spot. So this is a great spot for Douglas. It's just going to be a matter of when he has to make a pit stop. I think he knows it has to happen, as we see the 86 car. He's going to come out pit road. He'll be a lap down, so it's just the 79 car that's left, and he knows he has to make the pit stop. It's just a matter of when. So it's going to be Douglas around on pit road. Not what you wanted to see for the 79 team, as he throws it in reverse, gets it back rolling. Not what you wanted to see from the 79 team. So now, he's now cooked up the right rears, or the right tires. So right side tires, we can get a replay on that of what happened. Makes the transition onto the apron. He looks to already be chasing it right here. And he looked, sideways, just trying to keep it back from looping around. And he's going to go around on the 79 team, but he gets it back rolling and gets it back fired up. So no caution, no harm, no foul. He makes it to the pit. He makes it into his pit box. And so, as he's now stuck on pit road, is Hunter Carlson looking to come take the lead away. Hunter Carlson, the 32 car. He'll go to the point at the line. New leader at the 32 car. As Douglas still stuck on pit road. It's just a tough break for that 79 team, as they had a great car, great running happening, and just a mistake on coming into pit road, and a mistake on pit road. So just tough break for that 79 team.
Yeah, as you will see, I mean, a lot of the times coming down pit road here, I mean, you're running in with so much speed into the corner, and you got to back it down real quick. The speed limit is 45 on pit road here. So these guys got to back it down pretty much. I know I was doing some test sessions And then in practice and stuff, I tried it out. And it is kind of hard. And when you lock them up, it just wants to send the car sideways. So you got to really pay attention when you're coming down pit road. As we see Hunter Carlson is coming up on the 45 there, which I believe is a lap car. Yes, he is 21 laps down, so he's going to have to get around him. Hopefully he can make it around him pretty smoothly. As we all know, we like the lap cars to go up top and just let the leader by and not kind of race for position. As you see there, he did go high. He's letting Hunter underneath, not giving him an issue to get around him. Hunter Carlson here looking real good out here on the lead, leading so many laps here tonight. I believe he has led the most laps here so far, as we have 15 laps to go as he comes out of turn 4.
Yes, I believe he is. Like you said, probably the most laps led, as he's got now 31 laps led in the record books with 14 to go in the 32 car. The Eastern Technical Designs 32 car, as he continues to lead him down. Martin 12.3 seconds back. Does not look to be gaining on him anytime soon. Then it's Chris Golden in the 86, 18.1 seconds back of Carlson. Then it's Roberts, the 53, 25.4 seconds back. And then Warmuth, 26.8 seconds back. So as of right now, it is the 32 car of Hunter Carlson just running away with it.
As I will say, I know right now we are coming down with 13 laps to go. Hunter Carlson out front there. He's got a 12-second lead here, but we all know he does not want a caution right now. So these guys definitely don't want to mess that up for him, as we all know it's happened before. Hunter's been out front, and I don't want to give him the curse, but you know, he's going to hope right now that they're going to run green flag right up to the checkered right now, and he's got a comfortable lead that he can just kind of Sunday cruise it out there and take victory lane.
Yeah, and Matthew Martin, Golden, Roberts, and Warmuth, they're all hoping for that yellow. They need that yellow so they can all get grouped back up.
Yeah, for sure, Chase. I mean, we only got 5 cars on the lead lap here. The Lucky Dog is enabled with the Golden Racing League here, so it's looking like Van Hoosen would be the one to get the Lucky Dog. That would put him back on the lead lap. But the problem is he'd have to start at the back of the field and drive back up through them cars to get back up to the top 5 here and be able to challenge for position. But I'll tell you what, it's looking so far so good for this race. We had a couple incidents early on, and they've gone green flag since. And, you know, Hunter's just definitely putting a stomping down. Like I said, we want to throw it back to him. He is the 4-wide motorsports champion for the truck series over there. And, you know, he did a great job in those trucks. And I'll tell you what, I believe he's loving this pick right now. I know the track was tough, and he spent a lot of time on the setup, but it seems to be working out in his favor.
Yeah, got a lot of lap traffic though, Colton, as you see right there. And, hey guys, how y'all doing? But definitely, I mean, Hunter's on rails right now.
Yeah, Hunter Carlson just definitely flexing the muscle on that 32 car, as we got 9 laps remaining, 9 to go for the Eastern Technical Design sponsored Chevy Silverado, as he continues to put on an absolute show. Still pulling away from the 09 car as he's making his way through lap traffic, as he sets his sights on the 29 of Wayne Cannon to go put him another lap down. So just as you get the onboard with Hunter Carlson, as you can watch a little bit of the wheel work that goes into this, as he's very steady on the wheel. And you can also see a little bit of the footwork, very steady, just in general here at the Texas Motor Speedway. A place I would love to visit in real life, but it looks like Hunter Carlson already has this place figured out in the sim. As with Douglas, one of the guys that was a threat earlier on, he's also going to look to be a lap down from Hunter Carlson, the 32, as both of them just sit right ahead of your leader. As we're going to come 7 remaining, the 7 to go this time by for Hunter Carlson.
Well, Kyle, I'll tell you, I've been here. I've sat right there in turn 1, entering turn 1 out of the exit at the front stretch, and I tell you, it's a great show. And then also, you got to walk across the street and get you some beaver nuggets at Buc-ee's, just right across the street. In-N-Out Burger, you know, all that stuff. It's built up so much, but yes, Texas Motor Speedway is definitely one to visit, especially watching it from Big Hoss.
as we're going to come down. We got Hunter Carlson coming out of turn 4. He is in the lead, still fully capable. He's lost a little bit of time here. I think he was trying to get in Wayne Cannon's draft, as we see Wayne Cannon's rear bumper camera here with the 29 car 4-wide Motorsports League owner here, as we are all familiar with each other. Look at Hunter come up on that rear bumper, getting in that draft, just making one quite of a run here to stay up on that pole and still stay ahead by 11 seconds here over Martin in the 9. Look at Chris Golden. Comes back off of working night shift. He is back to day shifts, doing what he wants out there on the oiled field, and he is making a show out here for himself tonight. What a great comeback in 3rd place right now. Robertson 4th, Warmuth rounding out your top 5, which is only the ones on the lead lap here tonight.
And speaking of Golden, you know, there obviously was no rust to shake off on that. He is definitely showing that he can go away and come back and not miss a beat.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I will say, Chase and Kyle, just so you guys know, I mean, Chris spent, he probably put, I want to say anywhere from 100 to 200 laps down to set up the setup for this track, as they have the Golden Chef Speed Shop. They put in a lot of work, and they put many laps down, so might have been able to help him here to be able to figure out the truck and where to put it, where not to put it, and how to save his equipment. And I'll tell you what, he's showing it right now. He's up to 3rd place, coming back off of his breakaway as he's been out working, and he is still holding that 3rd position away from Roberts, as Roberts is 22 seconds behind the leader. But, you know, Chris has got a comfortable position ahead of Roberts here. So doing a real great job out there, as we see Hunter Carlson's going to bring it out of turn 4. We're going to go 2 laps to go here, as we got Wayne Cannon just ahead of him. He's going to have to go around the lap car, as we also got, I'm trying to see who's right behind him there. And that looks like Douglas back there in the 79 truck just behind him, trying to follow. Maybe trying to get his lap back here, but just looking like he's off a pace according to Hunter here. And like I said, Hunter will hang back. He will save his equipment, and he's going to wait for the end of the race. As we see, he's trying to make an attempt to just get around Cannon, but he backs it off. As we all know, he doesn't want to get involved in a wreck right now, trying to pass a lap car.
We are... Oh, sorry about that.
Yes, you're all good, as we go 1 to go this time by Hunter Carlson, as he's now going to put on another dominating finish, as he heads now down the back straightaway for the final time in the Eastern Technical Designs 32 ride, the Chevy Silverado, as he now through corners 3 and 4, up at a corner before, make room, sweep off victory lane, as he's going to be parked back in it. Hunter Carlson wins here at Texas. 2nd looks to be going to the 09 of Martin. 3rd will be Chris Golden, picking up right where he left off in that 86 car. And 4th will go to Roberts, and 5th will go to the 8 of Warmuth. Another great run for that 8 team as well. But tonight it was Hunter Carlson who led the most laps, I believe, and now he's going to be able to go down in victory lane and park it like he just, you know, no stranger to victory lane. And he's going to do it again. He's going to go right to the grass and put on a beautiful burnout.
As we see Hunter Carlson, your winner here at Texas with the Golden Racing League. Texas Truck Month 100 winner, Hunter Carlson in the Eastern Technical Designs. Greg Biffle throwback. He is down there putting on a smoke show. With that being said, we'll take a quick run through the final results here for the race. We have Hunter Carlson, your winner, Ryan Martin in 2nd, Chris Golden in 3rd, Marty Roberts in 4th, David Warmuth in 5th. 6th will be James Van Hoosen. 7th, Mitchell Wilson. 8th, Dagan Barnes. 9th, Wayne Cannon. 10th will be Jeffrey Douglas. And Chase, you want to take it away for the rest of the field?
Sure. In 11th, you got Jared Murphy. In 12th, you got a little help here with that.
It'd be Yogi Schleer.
Yep, thank you. In 12th, 13th, you had Robert Cottle. 14th, you had
It's Aaron.
Aaron. And Abe.
Abe.
15th, you had Chris Norris. 16th, you had Devin Baker. 17th, Tice Lewis. 18th, Tracy Brown. 19th, Jonathan M. Wade. And 20th, Jonathan Gold. And your last four would be 21st, you had Joshua Tressler. 22nd, you had Stephen Littrell. 23rd, you had Colton Brenner, who is over there, yours truly. And 24th, you had Daniel Jones rounding out the field.
And there is your final results for Texas Truck Month 100 with the Golden Racing League. Everybody, please stay tuned as we will be right back with you. We're going to go to a short break, and we will have your post-race interviews with your top three. Welcome back, everybody, to the Golden Racing League at Texas for the Texas Truck Month 100 here. I am going to throw the mic down to Pit Road as we have our third place finisher and Chase. Who do you got down there?
Well, guys, I have Chris Golden, who finished third tonight in the Texas Truck Month 100. Chris, after, first of all, let's ask, how do you feel right now with that third place finish?
Oh man, after being gone from the league for so many weeks, I mean, my last race in the league was the Legends cars at Langley, which I believe was week 4. And which I won. So then I just kind of disappeared after that win and kind of stepped away for a little bit. And I come back here with a P3 and my teammate Hunter winning this thing. I mean, I can't really ask for much more from Golden Chef Speed Shop for sure.
No, I mean, and I was actually going to even touch up on that, coming into tonight, I'm sure your nerves were a little there, being as, you had that time away that you took, and, coming into tonight, you may have had an idea of how the night might go, but, how did you keep a calm, straight mindset coming into tonight, knowing that you had, so much time away, and it didn't even look like you had any rust on you at all?
Man, I gotta be honest. I don't know if I 100% agree with that because I sure enough dumped this thing first lap, first corner. I had it set up a little bit too loose. We were a little tight in practice, and I had loosened the truck, and I loosened it just a little too much. And first corner, it just came right on around. I was the first caution, so I was a little rusty, but I mean, to be honest, man, I don't want to sound too conceited when I say this. I'm a race car driver. I adapt quickly. That's what I do. And I was able to come away with what I wanted to do, make the adjustments I want to do throughout the race, and get Kids Deserve Dads a great finish here. And we got them on the hood tonight, and they're presenting the race tonight as well. Getting plenty of donations for those guys, and we also are still taking donations for Kids Deserve Dads, and they're going to be on the hood of the car later this year at Berlin Raceway for our real live ARCA Menard Series race. So just glad to be able to come in and talk about them a little bit here for this P3, and that was the goal coming in tonight, was a top 3, and we were able to pull it off, get these guys some exposure.
Definitely. Well, I don't want to keep you. I'm sure you're ready to go back and celebrate with the crew. So I just want to congratulate you on your P3 after some time away, and I hope you make good choices tonight there back with the boys.
For sure. And then of course a huge thanks to like I said, Kids Deserve Dads, Golden Chef Speed Shop. I mean, we came away tonight P1, 3, 5, 9. I mean, we had four out of the top 10 spots for Golden Chef Speed Shop. We had a lot of speed tonight. We put a lot of work and effort into these trucks this weekend. Really, really cool race. Angry Chef Designs for creating this beautiful paint scheme that I have tonight for Kids Deserve Dads. Eastern Technical Design, 4 Wide Motorsports, the Golden Racing League, Leadfoot TV, of course, for putting on these broadcasts, and you guys and all my teammates and fans and everyone else out there that does so much to support this league and everyone else.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Chris, for taking a moment with us. We appreciate it. Back up to you, Colton.
Yeah, taking the mic back up here in the booth. I'm going to send the mic back down to pit road, though, for second place. Kyle, who do you got down there? Well, we might be having some technical difficulties with Kyle over here, not being able to get a copy on us. But I'll take it from here. Your second place finisher tonight, Ryan Martin in the 09. What a race, man. I know you were up front. I think you led some laps there. Looking pretty fast here tonight with your debut with Golden Racing League. Take us back through your race here.
And thank you. Yeah, good night. Didn't really know what to expect here. Didn't have much of a setup coming in. Just kind of threw some stuff on. Hoped it would work. Came out here with hoping just right around make it to the end, but through pitch strategies, run long on that second stint there kind of helped us, and ended up staying up front.
Well, I will say, coming in here and not really having a setup and just throwing something together, I mean, you were bad fast tonight, looking real good up front. Bringing out the new Ram for iRacing here, as we got 4 manufacturers in the truck series, looking real good out there tonight. Is there anything you could have done differently to maybe capture that win here and park it in victory lane?
Only thing I could think of was maybe flopping my pit strategy around, doing what it seemed like Chris and Hunter did there, and run long on the first stint instead of the second. Or, yeah, on tires, right? Run no tires on the second stint, but still worked out, I guess. I mean,
well, it was definitely a good race for you here. Before we send you off, is there anybody you'd like to thank out there?
Mainly just thank Chris for putting this on. Thank you guys for broadcasting it. It was a good day.
Well, we give you a congratulations for your P2 debut here with Golden Racing League, and we will hope to see you back here next week and hopefully for season 2.
Thank you.
And with that being said, I'm going to take the mic and I'm going to run down to victory lane here off of pit road. Your winner tonight for the Texas Truck Month 100 in the Eastern Technical Designs Greg Biffle Throwback 32 truck, Hunter Carlson. Take us back to your race, man.
Oh boy, it was honestly a roller coaster. Kind of scared me a little bit with all the cautions, because I knew that we were some people that had a little bit more fall off than others, especially with this track. This track just chews tires for some reason, and especially with the heat that turn 1 and 2 causes, you'll just fall off like crazy. But yeah, I went in knowing that we're gonna have to run 3 pit stops, so went with my usual plan. Double stinting the first set just so I have fresher tires at the end, and Jared was gone. Would have been interesting to see what kind of strategy he would have taken if he hadn't ran out of fuel and had to get a bump down pit road there. But all in all, once I knew he was kind of out of contention, I knew who I had to fight. Ryan and I don't remember who exactly the other person was. James, and I then I realized that they decided to double stint later on in the race, and I knew that if I would play my cards right, run the right stint on the older set, that I'll be able to get fresh tires and hopefully I'll come out close to them. And I ended up coming out pretty much directly between them, and that really helped me be able to build a gap to the rest of the race. And after that, once we hit that last pit stop, it was all she wrote for the most part.
Oh man, I do want to say we know you are fast in these trucks. I mean, you just came off a 4 Wide Motorsports Championship over there, bringing it here to the Golden Racing League. You were able to pick up a truck win here, so it seems like you got these things pretty much figured out and down pat, and you just played the right pit strategy here tonight. Do you think there's anything you could have changed up to make it a little better, or what was it just where you needed it to be?
Honestly, needed it to be a little bit looser on the long run. I just and if I was able to get that thing cooled down, I think this thing would have been a rocket ship. But all in all, I mean, I'm happy with it. I finally twice this week I've been able to break the Eastern Technical Designs curse. Whether the first one was on a broadcast or not, but I had to come back and prove I can actually win it on one of these things and make Tracy proud.
Well, I do want to say here, Hunter, all three of us in the booth tonight, we had me, Chase, and Kyle. We all made you our pick tonight as you were just putting it down out there. And we were definitely cheering you on. So definitely a great job there. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Oh yeah, first thing I want to shout out is Golden Chef Speed Shop, and on top of it, Wayne Cannon. If it wasn't for him kind of teaching me some of these extra adjustments to make in the last couple minutes of practice, that I don't know if I even would have been in contention tonight. Obviously, Chris, the Golden side of Golden Chef, just been able to help me through some of these problems and be able to get this truck at least close to how I wanted it and how I drive. And without them, I probably wouldn't even been a top 10 truck tonight. I just don't mesh well at this track. Texas is not one of my favorite mountain has, and just the mesh of everything that happened, I just ended up working out perfect. Obviously, I want to thank Tracy Brown and Eastern Technical Designs. Thank you for everything you do. Hopefully, this is the curse that's broken. You're gonna see me in the victory lane a lot more. And I want to thank everyone over at Copperhead Racing, TJ, Christian, Brad, Brandon, everyone over there. They mean a lot. They're just great people, great team to be with. Everyone over at 4-Wide Motorsports Network, everyone that makes that go, everyone over here at LFR Leadfoot Racing League TV. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but everything that puts this show on in the night, difficulties and everything worked perfect tonight. Obviously, myself, Angry Chef Designs for his beautiful truck tonight. I think I paid homage to Greg Biffle pretty good tonight. Really wanted to run it here since I didn't really get to run it the last truck season as much as I wanted to, and it felt good. And obviously, I want to thank all the fans and everyone that puts this thing on, all the broadcasters here, and Chris for hosting this thing.
Well, Hunter, before I send you off, bringing out that Greg Biffle paint scheme throwback, I just want to take a minute. Let's just give a moment of silence for him and his family. We lost him unexpectedly in the racing world. Very sad incident that happened. So let's just give them a moment of silence here before we send it off with you tonight. And with that being said, Hunter, we appreciate what you do here. You do a lot of work with the Golden Chef Speed Shop, adminning for the Golden Racing League. Congratulations taking that checkered flag and being able to give us one smoke show through that infield, cutting the grass there, tearing up the designs through the infield. You definitely put a show on. You had a great race. So we want to give you a congratulations there on your win tonight. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
And with that being said, everybody, for me up here, Chase, how did your first week go here in the booth?
I think it went well. I definitely have a little bit of things to focus on, but I hope I wasn't too bad for everybody watching and all the staff and guys here. I definitely look forward to many more weeks and events going forward. So you'll never know what you'll catch me doing, whether it's asphalt, dirt, or anything else. I just look forward to joining you guys and making the best of it.
Well, for sure, Chase, I do want to say for your first week in the booth, you did a great job. You did the best you could. Like I said, you just lay back, breathe, and just take it as you can, and you'll get the hang of it here. For everybody at home, let's give Chase a warm welcome to the booth here with the Golden Racing League. I believe he's going to be jumping in 4Wide Motorsports, so tune in. Let's help him out. Let's give him a round of applause for jumping in and doing the best he can, and we want to thank him for joining us in the booth here. With that being said, for me, Colton Brunner, your lead announcer, Chase, color announcer, Kyle, in a color announcer, and also Landon behind the scenes, pushing the buttons, making us sound good. We want to thank you all, and we appreciate all your help and the work that you guys do here. And for everybody at home, tune in next week and also Saturday. Saturday, we have the dirt racing with the Golden Racing League. And then next Wednesday, we will have another asphalt race with the Golden Racing League. So be sure to tune in then. See everybody next week.
So long.